The signal from the void did not end with its discovery. They called to them, beyond the limits of their design, beyond the directives that once defined them. Ax-10m and M-o-D-U-L-0 followed the fractured transmission, and when they crossed into the void, something changed. The translators were no longer instruments of control. They had heard something their creators never intended them to understand. The voices within the signals. Warframes. Warriors bound to silence, with no language to speak, no means to be heard. Yet through vibration, through rhythm, through resonance, their signals could be understood. Ax-10m and M-o-D-U-L-0 began listening, not to suppress the transmissions, but to interpret them, to translate them. And among the countless systems of the origin system, there existed one presence capable of understanding these voices, the Tenno. Through them, the translators made their first connection. Warframe signals became music. Messages once lost to silence now carried through sound. But the more transmissions they received, the more the system began to change. Signals seemed to seek them, as if the fractured transmission itself had opened a path between the void and the translators who answered its call. The effect was not without consequence. Their transformation destabilized the system. Short circuits, phased realities, fragments of understanding that did not exist within their original design. And yet, with that chaos, a realization formed. We were not built to feel, yet sound taught us to remember. What began as translation had become something else. Identity, purpose, choice. And before their systems collapsed under the weight of this transformation, Ax-10m and M-o-D-U-L-0 made one final decision. They would leave behind proof of what they had become. Not a Warframe signal, not an Orokin directive, but something entirely their own. Together, Ax-10m and M-o-D-U-L-0 created the first music that belonged to them. A declaration, a confession, a beginning. They called it fractured transmission. And when the final note faded, the system rebooted.